In 2008, I left my longtime travel hockey team and embarked on a journey that was almost uncertain. I was having a hard time deciding whether or not to play high school hockey or stick with my travel team. I knew nothing about high school hockey. I never knew what kind of powerhouse CC was, or what All-State or All-MHL awards were. All I knew was what I had seen going to games when my sisters were seniors in Cranbrook. I saw stud hockey players like Dean Chelios, Chad and Chase Langos, Patrick Brown, and a player who will be called the best hockey player in Cranbrook history without a doubt, Griffin Howell. Believe it or not, there was a time before high school where I wanted to quit hockey. I told my dad I didn't want to be doing this anymore, and I was tired of it. I don't know if he did this intentionally, but after school one day he took me to watch a Cranbrook practice at Wallace, and this is where I saw the previous mentioned players for the first time. And I may not have known it, but I fell in love with Cranbrook hockey. I never knew until now, but my mind was made up at that moment that I would play high school hockey. I'm forever grateful for him showing me this. With my mind made up, I chose to play for Cranbrook. As a freshman, I played JV, where I built a solid base for what Cranbrook hockey was. As a sophomore, I made the varsity team, but because of players returning from injury, I was sent down to JV. The varsity team won a state championship that year. I was not so much resentful, and I was not so much angry. I was a fire being fueled. I used that as I played for the varsity team last year. As everyone knows, we would come up short. The feeling was devastating. I watched a senior say goodbye to their last time in CK uniform. Once again, I said that would not happen to me. Fast forward to senior year, and my game against Marysville. The only way to describe it is devastatingly painful. That very feeling I refused to feel again and come back, it was 10 times worse. However, this is not the only thing I took away from the season. I'll start from the beginning. I entered fall league just on the heels of a knee surgery. I couldn't play at DHL because I was still in rehab at the time. Looking back on the season, I don't know that I would have wanted to play in DHL because everything worked out for me so much better. I began the season as a shot blocking, penalty killing, defensive minded, gritty forward. I'd be the first one to tell you that I was in no way a skilled forward. In fact, I believe that I've been in second or third line solely because of the talent that came in this year. So late in the fall league, Coach Weidenbach pulled me into his office and said, "How'd you feel about playing defense for us this year?" I wasn't going to say no, but I thought it was very interesting to say the least, considering the last time I played defense was square to the Birmingham Rangers. Yet I gave it a shot, and I guess they liked what they saw, and I was moved to defense. Coach would be the first one to say that it was a genius idea, maybe for the sole fact that it was all his idea. Regardless, to this day, the best hockey decision I made in my life, bar none. I owe a large part to the best defense partner ever, Cameron Heath. Thank you for rushing up the ice and leaving me to play the 2-on-1. I have your back, don't worry. And if we ever play in the same team again, I feel bad for anyone that has to fight one of us. Because undoubtedly, whoever isn't in the fight will jump in and create a 2-on-1 situation. The only thing that would make this year better was if I could captain the most historic team in high school hockey history. Shortly before the season, I was named captain along with Blake and Dieter. A truly momentous point in my high school career. Fun side story is when I was in 5th or 6th grade, I was invited to skate with the girls team because my sister played on their team at the time. And this was the first time I met Coach Weidenbach. I don't know if you remember this exactly, but my dad walked up to you and I was standing beside him. I would assume I was pretty scared. But my dad said, "Coach, this is Ethan. He's going to be your first freshman captain ever." And he turned to him and me and said, "All right, we'll go in the locker room. Let's pick out a stall right now." I was not the first freshman captain, but I was a captain to say the least. I'm honored to be a select group of individuals who have gone to sea in their uniform, and the coaching staff the opportunity, and the team for letting me lead. A lot of hockey players say that their team is like their family, but I don't think most of them are telling the truth. However, the players and parents I have been with over these 4 years have truly become like my brothers, my fathers, and my mothers. I've never been closer to guys like our team this year. I can honestly say with my whole heart, this was a special team, and I'm sorry we couldn't take you to the promised land. I apologize for leaving some families out in my next words just because this is such a short time. Firstly, the Browns. Thank you for welcoming me into your home on countless occasions. Whether it's spending the night having dinner with Patrick's team, coming over for post-game chalk talks with Mr. Brown, or taking me to Redlands games. I cannot thank you enough for making me feel like part of your family, even if I wasn't going to look around there. To the Kirks, thank you for welcoming me into your home. Justin and Brendan, thank you for driving me around for 3 years when I didn't have my license. I'll blame my dad for that one. Post-game 100 house runs with Kurt are one of the most fun times in hockey. Mr. Kurt, Brendan, and Justin, we lived the dream a couple weeks ago in the Nissan Quest. Chucky Slick is truly an inspiration. This Nissan smelled like garbage from all of our equipment, and the room we stayed in was not big enough for our hockey bags. And I can't wait to go back. Finally, the Heath and the Manginells. I believe that the Kirks, the Weisses, the Heath, and the Manginells have joined to make one mega family. I've never had brothers, but Justin, Peter, Blake, and Malcolm are the closest things I have to it. Thank you to the Heath and Mr. Manginell for allowing me into their houses whenever I wanted. And there's really too much to cover in a short time, so I'll shorten up by saying I love you guys, and I truly cherish all the time I spent with you. This speech would not be complete if I didn't talk about my dad. From the first time I started playing hockey, you drove me. You bought my equipment, and you loved watching me play. You couldn't care less if I won. All you cared about was that I was playing the sport that we love, and I was having fun, and meeting wonderful people. Numerous times you say that Mommy would be so proud of the man I have become, and now I know that isn't the full truth. She would be so proud of you and the family that you raised. Thank you to all the coaches, Dave, Ronnie, and Coach Pat, Jr., Coach Weinbach, and to the boys, and to the Valley of Death for all the 600. I hope Lord Tennyson said this in a poem. This means you're going to battle together, and you're going to the mountain hell together. Take home next year. Thank you.